Malaysia's global economic charm offensive, PM Anwar'S strategic trade mission to Italy, France, and Brazil by AZLAN ADNAN May. Introduction. In a calculated bid to enhance Malaysia's economic footprint on the global stage, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim is spearheading a high-level international trade and investment mission to Italy, France, and Brazil, scheduled for 1 to 7th of July 2025. This diplomatic and economic tour represents a renewed push to deepen bilateral relations, expand trade corridors, attract foreign direct investment (FDI), and forge enduring collaborations in emerging technologies, green energy, infrastructure, and halal-related industries. As the global economy continues to evolve post-pandemic and amid ongoing geopolitical instability in Europe and the Middle East, Malaysia's leadership is proactively aligning the nation's trade policy with diversification, resilience, and sustainable development. Strategic context and objectives. This trade mission is not a routine visit, but a geoeconomic strategy in motion. It is premised on 3 pillars. 1. Revitalizing Malaysia's presence in Europe and Latin America. 2. Forging sector-specific investment channels. And 3. Strengthening people-to-people diplomatic ties. The European Union, of which Italy and France are core economies, is Malaysia's 3rd largest trading partner, while Brazil represents a significant opportunity as a gateway to the broader Latin American market. By engaging these 3 countries in a single, tightly coordinated itinerary, Malaysia is signaling its agility and willingness to diversify trade beyond traditional Asia-Pacific anchors. Italy, industrial synergy and green transition. Prime Minister Anwar's first stop will be Italy, where the focus is expected to be on high-value manufacturing, green technology, automotive components, and smart agriculture. Italian firms have expressed growing interest in Southeast Asia, particularly Malaysia, as they seek access to ASEAN's 650 million-strong market. Talks in Rome and Milan will center on leveraging Italy's expertise in sustainable urban design, rail transport, and waste-to-energy conversion. Collaborations with Italian SMEs in the automotive supply chain, especially with Malaysia's Proton Geely and Perodua ecosystems. Attracting Italian investors to participate in the East Coast Economic Region and Northern Corridor Economic Region (NCER). Italy also presents opportunities in the halal food and cosmetic sector, where demand is growing among European consumers. With Malaysia globally recognized for its halal certification standards, partnerships could enable Italian exporters to penetrate Muslim-majority markets more effectively. France, aerospace, education, and clean energy. In France, PM Anwar is expected to engage with key stakeholders in aerospace, clean energy, education, and defense technology. France has a robust presence in Malaysia via firms like Airbus, Dassault, and Total Energies, all of which play major roles in their respective industries. Key highlights of this leg include enhancing collaboration between Malaysian aerospace clusters, e.g. in Subang and Penang, and French giants like Airbus and Safran, advancing renewable energy goals through French investments in solar, wind, and hydrogen projects under Malaysia's NEDR, National Energy Transition Roadmap, promoting joint academic ventures and research partnerships between Malaysian universities and French institutions, with a particular focus on science, engineering, and climate studies. Moreover, Anwar is expected to reaffirm Malaysia's commitment to a rules-based multilateral trading system amid rising global protectionism, a view shared by France's pro-EU government. Brazil, halal diplomacy and agricultural technology. The final leg of the mission will take PM Anwar to Brazil, a rising G20 economy and the largest nation in Latin America. Though geographically distant, Brazil is a vital player in food security, agricultural innovation, and South-South cooperation. Malaysia and Brazil already enjoy strong trade ties, particularly in palm oil, animal feed, electronics, and automotive parts. However, PM Anwar is now aiming to expand this relationship into halal certification, agri-tech transfer, and sustainable livestock farming. In São Paulo and Brasilia, Malaysian delegates are set to launch dialogues on mutual halal certification recognition, which would facilitate cross-border trade of processed foods, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics, explore joint R&D in climate-resilient crops and biofuels, areas in which Brazil is an international leader. Strengthen links with Mercosur through Brazil's ASEAN engagement platform. Anwar'S Brazil visit is also a nod to multilateral diplomacy under frameworks such as BRICS Plus and G77, where Malaysia seeks observer or associate status. Stakeholders and delegation composition. Accompanying PM Anwar will be senior officials from the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Magistrate, Malaysian Investment Development Authority, Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, as well as selected representatives from the private sector, including SME leaders, startup founders, and G2G-linked industry captains. This diversified delegation reflects Anwar's inclusive approach, ensuring that small and medium enterprises, SMEs, and innovators are equally represented alongside corporate giants. Strategic value and geopolitical messaging. Beyond economics, this mission is rich with soft power messaging. In visiting 2 G7 nations and a key BRICS member, PM Anwar is quietly repositioning Malaysia as a bridge between the developed and developing world. This aligns with Malaysia's decades-old identity as a moderate Muslim democracy, an ASEAN thought leader, and an advocate for Global South solidarity. By reinforcing diplomatic ties and entering new investment dialogues in regions that are often overlooked by other ASEAN leaders, Malaysia is staking out a unique space on the global stage, one that is nimble, pluralistic, and future-facing. At home, the outcomes of this mission could contribute to new job creation, particularly in advanced manufacturing and green tech, technology transfer and upskilling through joint ventures, higher foreign direct investment inflows, which support Malaysia's Madani economy framework, export diversification, reducing dependency on a handful of trading partners. Furthermore, the visibility of this mission helps consolidate Anwar's leadership image as a pragmatic global statesman capable of negotiating in multiple geopolitical theaters, both West and South. Conclusion. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's July 2025 trade mission to Italy, France, and Brazil is more than a diplomatic tour. It is a visionary articulation of Malaysia's ambition to thrive in a multipolar world. By tapping into the strengths of each destination, Italy's design and industry, France's aerospace and energy leadership, and Brazil's agricultural innovation and halal potential, Anwar is weaving a fabric of strategic cooperation that could shape Malaysia's developmental trajectory for decades to come. The success of this mission will depend not only on signed MOUs and deals, but also on sustained follow-through, domestic reforms, and cross-ministerial coordination. Nonetheless, it is already a statement of intent. Malaysia is back on the global radar, not as a passive observer, but as a proactive and credible player. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way, for others wandering through despair, to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul, and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.